Today we're talking about the one and only Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. She has been trending all over Instagram and TikTok, and I'm really not talking about her so much today as the style people are obsessed with and this kind of aesthetic that she's created and people are wanting to recreate in their own closets. Before we get into this video, I want to say thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring. My hair is still wet, but I just can't be bothered to blow dry it, so sorry. So honestly, Carolyn Bessette was not on my radar at all until my best friend Amanda texted me and said, did you see that Carolyn Bessette is trending? Basically, Carolyn Bessette has been Amanda's style icon for a while now, is what she said. I had no idea who she was until I saw a picture of her and I was like, oh yeah, I've seen her on Pinterest before. But Amanda's other like style icon is Jane Birkin, so I feel like Amanda's like, why are all my style icons becoming so mainstream and so micro, trendy, fast fashion inspired, adjacent, whatever, you guys know what I mean. And I said, don't worry, I'm not making a video about Carolyn Bessette, because when I looked her up and looked at her style, I was like, there's really nothing for me to say. But then my other best friend Izzy texted me. I'm pretty sure she just said, what do you think about Carolyn Bessette's style? I said my thoughts, which we're gonna get into, but Izzy texted me that and she was basically saying like, I'm obsessed with her right now. I want to revamp my wardrobe so I can dress more like her. And I was like, okay, hold on. Let me text you some questions and I need you to answer. And Izzy pulled through with her answers. So let me go first into why I think the people who have just been introduced to her like her, and I'm going mostly based off Izzy's answers. So thank you, Izzy. And Amanda, I'm sorry, I'm making a video about her. Okay. So the first thing I just asked was, what do you think makes her style unique? Because I think that's what a lot of people are questioning, like what makes her so different from just this kind of 90s minimalistic basic style. Basic, I mean it in a good way, but just wearing basics. And she said that her pieces are so simple and basic, they come together and feel effortlessly chic and very stylish. What she wears seems timeless, like no matter what trend's going on, the clothes would still be cute. And then also she said that everything is all put together, like her hair, the practical accessories, her natural makeup, the overall vibe. It comes together and looks very effortless. What I'm hearing her say there is she doesn't need anything new in her closet. I know Izzy's closet, and I feel like most of us have jeans and a t-shirt, and the other parts of it, we can make our hair look effortless, we can make our makeup minimalist, and you know, just not put on accessories. And there you have it. The next thing I asked was, how would you define her style? And she said, effortlessly chic and simple. She's not wearing anything crazy, but somehow everything looks so good and like she's pulling a fit every time. I agree. I said, what pieces of hers stand out to you that you need? And this again is going in that idea of like, you need to buy things to dress like Carolyn Bessette. I couldn't imagine what you'd pick out and point out that you needed to buy, but I do think I like day-to-day dress a bit more in that style where like I have a trench coat, I have the fitted jeans, I have like a pair of loafers, the midi skirts, I have those things, so I was like, I could easily recreate her style without buying anything new. But for Izzy, she said, I could go on forever because I'm obsessed. She said mainly really good straight leg denim and real denim. Simple workwear, fun yet classic, well-made shoes that go with everything, cute headbands. And then she said, probably if I have a different body type, some slip dresses. And I feel like this goes so much into it. Like Carolyn Bessette has long, straight, blonde hair, she has light eyes, she's beautiful, she's tall, she's skinny. Is that the style or is it her clothes? I think Izzy could still wear a slip dress. I don't know what she's talking about. And then I said, what pieces in your closet don't fit into hers that you would need to get rid of? She said barrel jeans. The silhouette just doesn't seem like something she'd like if she was alive today. And it's so funny that barrel jeans are something people can spot are trendy, but when it comes to talking about straight leg, wide leg, boot cut, flare, skinny, skinny goes in and out. But people are like, oh, those are timeless jeans. Jeans are timeless. And I've said it so many times on this channel. Jeans are timeless, but the cut of jeans aren't timeless. There's no pair of jeans that are 100% always in style. Can you make them always work? Sure. I think that goes with Carolyn Bessette's style too. We'll get into it more, but it's not timeless. She said she would have to get rid of colorful athleisure, mainly the garish colors like cobalt blue, bright red, pink, etc. Floral printed dresses, but probably need to get rid of some of those anyways. And mini skirts. I feel like her skirts were always just above the knee. Other than that, I feel like most of my closet could be put together in various ways to fit her style. Okay, so I've obviously like seen pictures of Carolyn Bessette, but I think all of these honestly could fit into her style if styled correctly. Maybe not athleisure, but I would have to see it still. She's still dressed in a very casual way for a lot of her outfits, but floral printed dresses I totally think could work with just like black leather accessories, mini skirts with tights and styled with maybe like knee-high boots or something like that would work. And what was the other one? That was it. I think those could work still. Next, he said, what pieces in your closet don't fit into hers that you'd never let go? And she said barrel jeans. She said, I don't know why I like them so much, and the floral dresses. I feel like some need to go, but others still have that simplicity that matches her style, either through a simpler print or a nicer silhouette. And I agree that she could totally still wear those. And barrel jeans, I do not think Carolyn Bessette would ever wear, but you can still recreate this aesthetic, this style with them, in my opinion. And when Izzy first said, like, I need to get rid of my whole closet so I can dress like her, I was like, hold up. The first thing we do here, if you talk to me about buying new clothes or wanting to try new aesthetics or new trends, is we mix them into what we already wear. I don't need to go out and cosplay as Carolyn Bessette. Now, my best friend Amanda, who Carolyn Bessette has been her style icon, she just dresses like her already. Her style is that 90s supermodel, minimalist, basic aesthetic, with a hint of like vintage flair, like Jane Birkin. Like, she mixes these style icons together to create her own style. And for someone like me or Izzy, who never really looked at Carolyn Bessette like that as a style icon, we can definitely take inspo of what she wears and use what we already have in our closet to create a Carolyn Bessette inspired outfit. I always think of Clara, what's her username? Tiny Jewish Girl, I think it is. But Clara, like, she would do these videos on TikTok like back in 2020, and it would be a picture of Kendall Jenner, and she'd be like, let's recreate Kendall Jenner's outfit. And I think they were mostly like satire, but I still love them and took so much inspo from it. It'd be Kendall Jenner in like the white tank top and jeans. And Clara has like a very out there style, like colorful, bold. Max, she'd be like, I don't have a white tank top, but I have this fuzzy tank top with googly eyes on it. And she would put that on. And then the jeans would be like, I don't have jeans like that, but I put this on. And like, not to that extreme measure do you need to do that to take inspo from somebody or recreate an outfit. Kind of. Like, what in your closet reminds you of the pieces that they're wearing? Put it all together, see if it works. You do not need it as like a blueprint, verbatim, black and white, this is what you're wearing. Okay, now let's go into my thoughts on Carolyn Bessette. And this was before I got Izzy's feedback, because I kind of wanted just like my raw opinion on it, because truly I did not understand. But like, listening to what Izzy's saying, and I think so much of us have like fatigue of fashion and fatigue of accessorizing, fatigue of trying to do the most, fatigue of trying to stay relevant and trendy. Her style feels so effortless and easy and like an escape from all of that. So I get it. I did write them down, didn't I? I titled this note, you don't need to buy a new wardrobe to dress like Carolyn Bessette. So the first thing I said in there is basics, and I think we've kind of been over this, but Izzy pointed it out. It's not hard to realize Carolyn Bessette's outfits are made of basics. Now, if your basics are barrel jeans and super oversized t-shirts, or even like elevated basics with cutouts or contrast stitching, grommets, like those kind of trends, it won't work the same, obviously. But again, like I keep saying, like, try it out with what you have in your closet. Carolyn Bessette's basics, they are well fitting, and I think that is something that goes in and out of style and makes her style trendy. It is trendy right now to wear a more fitted jacket. I've talked about this all the time on my channel, but in like 2020, we would see the giant oversized leather jacket, whether it was a bomber or a blazer. And now when we see somebody wearing a leather jacket, it's fitted. It's like the little moto tight, almost a top jacket. Even thinking of the like marching band Tang style jackets, they're more fitted. So with her t-shirt and jeans, with her trousers, she's not wearing the super wide leg trouser, high-waisted ones. She would be wearing a more tailored suit style trouser because it's trending. She's not wearing it because it's trending, but her style it's still trendy. Nothing is timeless. If you guys watch my videos, you know this. Okay, but next thing I did say is keep a mix. If you just buy all these pieces to dress like Carolyn Bessette, so you buy a bunch of these fitted clothing and you wear them all together, you're gonna feel stripped from your own style. You're gonna feel stripped from everything else you bought. It's gonna feel irrelevant. But if you mix the styles together, it'll feel more like you. It will stand the test of time in your closet. It will actually be timeless because you're mixing trends together. Like, that's the only way to be timeless, is to take trends from all over, put them all together and make them you. You are the only thing that's timeless. Your clothes aren't. The next thing is, I totally set Izzy up for this, but I was like, how would you define her style? And I think Izzy said timeless, effortlessly chic and simple, she said. But for yourself, you don't have to ever define your style. You don't ever have to say I'm maximalist. You don't ever have to say I'm minimalist. You don't ever have to say that I like vintage pieces. You don't ever have to say that I like well-fitted clothing, because I think that's the worst thing you can do, honestly. Your style is a mix of so much more. And one day I dress minimalist and the next day I dress more maximalist. One day I dress, sorry, I'm too pregnant. One day I dress so much more modern with baggy jeans and an androgynous feel of a collared rugby shirt and sambas. And then the next day I am out in a little red and white polka dot halter top with clogs and 70s style sunglasses on. My style does not have to be consistent with all my outfits or even all my clothes. You do not have to be able to describe your style. You do not have to have this intense of a style or aesthetic to have people know what your style is. I feel like I can wear all of these things and I still get comments all the time of people tagging me in things or my friends sending me things at the thrift saying like, this is so laney. And it's like, okay, how do they know this when I can literally dress total opposite ends of the spectrum? There's still this overall like aesthetic. It's personal to you and you know what you like. Maybe it's not as black and white as Carolyn Bessette, but who the F cares? And the last thing is, if you want any of her pieces, and I'm not saying to not use her as style inspo, but if you see something that she keeps wearing over and over and you think of how it can fit in your closet with the items you already have, thrift it. First of all, it's going to be way better quality than buying something from Zara or like Target. Not to say that Carolyn Bessette would never, but Carolyn Bessette would never. It's very Calvin Klein. The amount of Calvin Klein you find at the thrift store is ungodly. Or even buying it on ThredUp, Poshmark, whatever. You're gonna get such a better price for nice materials, a piece that's gonna last in your closet. And anytime I thrift something, it makes me want to keep it longer because I know that it took a long time to find that item, and if I ever got rid of it, I couldn't get it back. So you find a way to work it in your closet over and over and over. Before we get any further into this video, I wanted to say thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring. You guys already know I've been using Squarespace since college. It was the first place I ever designed a website and the last place I'll ever design a website. I've used it as a portfolio when job searching. I've used it as a blog for writing and photography, and I've even used it as an online store, which I think is my favorite way. I know a lot of us resell our clothes, and it's actually so easy to start your own Squarespace website to do this, and cutting out the middleman and all those extra fees that other platforms take out. You can use your Squarespace store to sell products. Like in my case, I've sold merch or my clothes, but you can also use it for services or both. It gives you everything you need to grow your business and get paid all in one place. There's easy online payments and built-in tools for shipping, inventory, and fulfillment. You can simplify your workflow and give customers a seamless shopping experience. There's also expanded global shipping costs. You can automatically calculate the shipping cost using real-time rates from local carriers based on the destination, size, and weight of each order. It eliminates manual calculations and avoids over or undercharging customers. This is the secret to cutting out the middleman, because this was something that scared me and was impossible to figure out on my own, and Squarespace makes it easy. You can also use your Squarespace to sell content and create member-only content for your community. Monetize your content by selling online courses, videos, and memberships. You simply set the price and choose whether you want it to be a one-time fee or a subscription for access. All my family members use Squarespace. Anytime somebody needs a website, I tell them to use Squarespace. If you feel like you need a place for your content or your resume, your clothing, anything to live, Squarespace is the place for you. Head to squarespace.com/LaineyOzark to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using code LaineyOzark. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Let's get into the rest of it. Holy... and that's all I have to say. I wish I could do some like Carolyn Bessette inspired outfits for you guys to show what I mean of like incorporating it into your own style. Sorry, I have to sit back now. But my clothes literally do not fit. There's no way. The pregnancy pants I bought for this pregnancy don't fit over my thighs. Like, this pregnancy is just so different than my last one. I don't know how it is, but first of all, my tummy looks smaller than it did. It's not. It's measuring bigger than last time, because last time I measured small and this time I'm measuring perfecto. But it looks smaller because my ass is so large right now. All the weight I gained just goes into my butt and thighs. I posted a picture of my tummy, and I got some comments of saying like, how do you not get stretch marks? I don't get stretch marks because my belly doesn't grow that much. If I could post a picture of my butt, I guess I could, but I won't. It's just my butt looks like. Okay. That's all. I didn't even talk long enough for my hair to dry. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna go to the thrift store and film it for you guys right now. I've got so many videos coming. We're getting really stocked up because we're getting to the final weeks before this baby's supposed to come. We'll see. My daughter came on her due date, so we'll see if this baby also beats the odds like her. I think it's like a 7% chance that your baby comes on the due date, but I'm a little bit type A where it's like, if you tell me that's my due date, that's my due date. My body won't go into labor until that day. My body actually went into labor 3 days before that day, but I was in labor for 3 days. It was horrible. Now I'm just chatting because I can't get up and turn off this camera. I literally can't stop yawning. Okay, I'm going. Love you guys absolute most. I'll see you in a few days. Bye. Help.